Hey guys, wanted to show you a knife I picked up, I guess a week or two ago. Um, as you can see, it's in an Anza leather case. It is not an Anza blade. It just happens to fit very nicely in this sheath that I had left over after I made a Kydex sheath for my Anza knife. Now I still use this one every once in a while for the Anza, but until I can get something made up for this knife, it serves the purpose. But here it is. Now this is going to be a pretty short video because I really don't know much about this blade, nor do I think I'm ever going to know much about it. It looks handmade to me. I mean, it's pretty obviously handmade if you ask me. It is folded steel or laminated steel. Really cool. This thing is dense, really heavy for as small as it is. Just let me, I haven't even taken measurements on this thing yet. It is, let's see, cutting edge, about a 3-inch blade, plus it's got an extra inch of choil here, and about 7.5 inches overall length, tip to hilt. Really cool blade. Like I said, it's really thick, nice and heavy. They did just an awesome job at contouring these handles. The handles, the pommel is flared out, and the wood is all inset. It just a beautiful little knife. You can see the folds all the way down the spine. I think this thing it's got to be fairly old. It's obviously carbon steel. You know, there's oxidization going on there. Just really cool. Brass pins. This thing just feels like a chunk of steel. It's not huge, but just really cool knife. It did have one of the folds, or one of the pieces where two pieces of steel are laminated together, was right on the edge. So I actually had to take a lot of the edge down, reprofile the blade to get it so that it was smooth. But this thing took a killer edge. It's razor sharp, really nice. It's got essentially the grind starts way up here, and then I don't know how easy it'll be to see that on camera. The spine is really nicely rounded. This whole thing is just it looks like it was molded by hand out of clay or something. Like it's so smooth, really nice flowing design. I wish I could tell you what brand it was or who made it, because I don't think it's so much a brand. I think it was handmade. I just don't know by who. I actually got this at a local Army surplus place, and I love it. I had to have it. Traded my Colt skinning knife that I had. That I have a video up on the channel for it. He wanted $35 or something for it. I didn't care. I was gonna go home with it. But yeah, it wasn't crazy sharp when I got it, but sure does all right now. Nice and sharp. Like I said, guys, I like to give you some detail on this as to who made it, where it came from, all that kind of stuff, but I have no idea. There's no identifying markings on it. There's no branding. There's no logos. It's just a cool knife. I had considered taking the spine and squaring it off so that you could actually strike a ferro rod with it, but I had some friends ask me about that and said, do all of your knives need to do everything? And they're kind of right. This is just a really cool piece. I'm probably going to leave it just as it is. I've already done a lot of work to the actual edge, so I mean it's not like it's exactly how I bought it, but this is just so nice and smooth. Really neat just for an everyday carry. Belt knife. It's not crazy large. It's not really that intimidating. I mean, it's old world look. It's you can see the layers down into the butt of the knife here. Just really cool. Anyway, I can't recommend you go out and buy one. Can't tell you where to find one. I just if I could, I would say buy it because this is a really cool knife, nice and heavy. Some people obviously like older looking stuff or more handmade looking stuff. Some like the tactical and the modern folders and modern materials. So I just wanted to bring this in front of you guys, show you. I just think it's really a sweet blade. Should last me a good long time. Looks like it's been around for a good long time already. So go ahead and leave any comments. I won't be able to answer much for questions, guys, but I'm glad to try if you do have anything that you're wondering about this knife that I can figure out just by having hands on. Essentially, I don't know where it came from. It was traded in used to the surplus store that I was at, and I'm super happy to have found it myself. So yeah, just a really cool blade. I thought you guys might like to see it. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned. We'll get you some more videos.